Hi, and welcome to Binary Option Networking. During this video, I'm just going to give you a quick review and overview of what we do within this group and how we can help you as a trader. You've obviously found our group on Facebook, and you've probably even looked at some of the posts. Some of them you might said, is this true or not? Well, let me just take a step back and tell you where I'm coming from and where I've been. I've been trading for over 10 years now, but I started trading in binary options a little over a year and a half ago. And I, like many of you, I answered an email telling me how I could get rich quick. And I signed up for a robot, basically, which reduced my balance by 50% within a few days. I was pissed, I was annoyed, but at the same time I could see something within binary options that attracted me. So I started doing a little more research and looking into it. I tried to trade on my own, blew my account, because I didn't really understand it. I didn't have a system, I didn't have any rules, I didn't have any of the things you really need for trading binary options. I then found somebody who did know how to trade, who was doing really well, had a huge account. But the problem was I was trying to trade with a small account, following somebody with a huge account. And his style of trading was not really suited to what I was doing. But I persevered and I joined with somebody else. And over time, we developed and built up several systems. But the problem was he was always looking for something else, the next shiny object. So we went our separate ways, and I've built up binary option networking since then, developing and continuing to develop a system that works. Now, why are you trading? Is it just to accumulate money? Or is it to give you something that you don't have at the moment? And why do any of us do anything? Why do we work? Why do you go to work? Is it because you love your job? Maybe you do. If you do, that's brilliant. But not everyone does. Many of us go to work, do our 8 hours, go home, spend time with the family, if we have any time, go to bed, get up, go to work. And I'm sure you've asked yourselves, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? For many of us, it's to be able to have the things we want, to create the wealth and means to do what we want. But the problem is that we spend all our time getting that money, and we don't have the time then to do what we want. So I've been thinking about this a lot, and what I've done is I've developed what I call the 1 hour a day job, where just trading 1 hour a day, taking 10 winning trades every day within 2 months, starting with, say, $1,000 or €1,000 account, within 2 months, that account can be producing for you at least €500 or dollars in an hour. 1 hour each day, and you can create a really good income. Now, do you have to stop at the 500? No, you don't. You can go on. But, you know, at the end of the day, you have to think, what do you want? And I think it's time is what everybody really wants. Time to do the things they want, time to spend time with their loved ones. And with what we're doing here at Binary Option Networking, I believe that we can give you that. So what you can see in front of you here is our charting system. And basically, it's Saturday now, so the markets aren't open. basically what we've devised is a 1-minute system that gives us alerts as to when price will potentially be turning. Now, there's a lot of arrows and a lot of lines and a lot of weird stuff, which I'm sure if you're new to trading, you're going, I don't even see what's happening there. Of course you don't. And that's why you need somebody who can teach you how to trade, but also somebody who can give you the discipline you need. It's well known that over 90% of people actually fail at trading. Why do they fail? Well, there's several reasons. One is they don't have a system. They don't have a strategy. They don't have a mentor, somebody who's been there before and can guide them and help them to get away from the pitfalls. They don't have emotional control. And that really is one of the really big important things. And as a hypnotherapist as well, I understand the way the mind works and I can help you with that. But also, you need somebody who can give you that bit of encouragement and somebody who can maybe guide you and teach you how to understand how the market works and trade it accordingly. So for the past nearly year now, I've been doing almost daily seminars or webinars where we trade. We used to trade for 2 hours a day, an hour at 8 a.m. in the morning, UK time, an hour at midday. And that was great, but the problem was there was still something lacking and we were getting carried away with just trading for the hour. And the problem is the market is constantly moving, constantly changing, and you can get caught up. And the danger is you get caught out in what we call breakouts, where price just keeps moving against you, and you can lose a lot. So what I do now is, with our new system, and let me just bring up for you what it is. Hold on, if you don't want that, this is what we want. With our new system, I've developed a system where you just start with 1,000. Now, I started a couple of weeks ago with a new account, 1,000, and I took 250 as a bonus from the broker, ETX, who's the broker I recommend. Now, there are others, but there's very few that I can actually honestly recommend. But anyway, we do 2 sessions, one at 8 and one at midday. We just stay long enough to take 5 winning trades, and then we're out of the market. Now, we average anywhere between 15 minutes and half an hour each session. Quite often, we're done in half an hour, our 10 trades. But over the last 2 weeks, now I started with 1,250 instead of 1,200. We have grown that account up to, if you take a look here, well, actually, no, let me show you the actual account. Here it is now. This is my trade report. I started on the 3rd of June, and yesterday was the 17th of June. And in those 2 weeks, starting with 1,000, we built the account up to 2,578, just taking 10 trades a day and stopping. Okay, so here you can see, started at 7:59, we finished at 8:15 with our 5 trades, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, bang, thank you. Went back in just before midday. First win was at midday, and then we had 3 wins in a row. And then our last trade, I probably entered a bit too early into that particular trade, well, I know I did, and we took 3 losses before our win. But that was 10 wins for a profit of 150 yesterday. But if you go back to here, you'll see that we start actually at $10 a trade, $10 a trade or 10 euros a trade, and that only brings in 750 per win. But now, 2 weeks later, I'm on 15 profit per trade. And the idea is, over time, at the end of 4 weeks, which will be in about a week and a half's time, I'll be on nearly 4,000. And then we go on to our next sheet. And then after just 7.5 weeks, we will be, well, actually it's just 7 weeks, in fact. You'll be on to 50 profit per trade. And that's 500 a day, 500 a day made in an hour. Now, what do you think that will do for you and for your life? Will it be enough to give you what you want? Maybe not. For many of you, it will be a hell of a lot more than you've earned before. And I don't know where you're from, but in some countries, such as Ireland, where I'm from, and the UK, you can trade binary options tax-free. So it's actually worth 50% more. Now, again, think about what that will do for you. If you had 100,000 a year into your bank, what would that do for you? What change would that make for you? Are you willing to be disciplined, to follow the rules? Are you willing to be teachable? Are you willing to be humble enough not to try and change what already works and just do what's there? Are you willing also to accept a loss if it happens and start again? Because many people do lose. We all lose. Trading, everyone loses in trading at some stage or other. But it's how you react to that loss that's important. Are you able to say, okay, I made a mistake, my fault, mea culpa, I want to start again and build back up? Are you able to take the downs with the highs? Now, just going back to our Facebook page, you can go back and look at all of our trading in the last 2 weeks, and you'll see how we just make profit every day. Okay, so that was 150. That was our morning session. We made 50. Previous day we made 211. I think I took an extra trade or two. That was the morning session. Previous day to that, 130, 137, and so on and so on. So you can look at it in your own time and see the sort of performance. Although this would probably be all out of date by the time you see this. But I hope you're beginning to see the potential of what binary option networking and the 1 hour a day job can have for you. I hope you are interested enough to stick around, keep an eye. If you're new to binary option trading, send me a message. We can give you a taster of what we do. Just one word of warning, we are going to be changing the system shortly, and it'll be $200 a month to actually join me on the webinars. But we will be doing some introductory offers before that. And if you can get in early, then you can save yourself some money. But, you know, from day one, we make 75, you know, on €1,000 account, you can start making 75 a day, 350 in the first week, 500 in the second week, 750 in the third week, 1,000 in the fourth week. So add them all up and you can see that you're actually getting incredible value. So I hope this explains a bit about what we are in binary option networking and who I am and where I'm coming from and what my vision is for you and for this group. And I look forward to meeting you and sharing with you and helping you to attain your goals in trading. So this is Angus Levy for Binary Option Networking saying thank you, and we'll see you again shortly. Bye-bye.